Let me start with something simple. If you feel tired even after resting, if your mind keeps jumping from one thing to another, if nothing feels deeply satisfying anymore, nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is not broken, it is overstimulated. We live in a world where dopamine is triggered constantly. Scrolling, notifications, instant entertainment, endless novelty. Dopamine was never meant to fire this often. And here's the first truth people misunderstand. Dopamine is not happiness. Dopamine is anticipation, the chemical that says, "Go get this." When dopamine is balanced, you feel focused, motivated, calm. When dopamine is overloaded, the brain starts numbing itself. That numbness feels like boredom, low mood, lack of interest, mental fatigue. Now imagine this. A long time ago, someone waited all week to watch one movie. That single movie felt exciting. Today we can watch hundreds, yet we stop midway, distracted, unsatisfied. The content didn't change, the brain did. This is what excess dopamine does. It raises the brain's threshold for feeling reward. From neuroscience, there's a quiet but powerful idea. When pleasure becomes constant, it stops being pleasurable. The brain always seeks balance. In fact, researchers explain that pleasure and pain are processed in the same system. When pleasure floods the system, the brain pushes back, creating discomfort, emptiness, restlessness. That's why after intense stimulation, we don't feel fulfilled, we feel drained. A dopamine detox is not about quitting life. It's not about becoming extreme or strict. It's about letting the brain breathe. Think of it like adjusting your eyes. When you step into a dark room from bright sunlight, you can't see anything at first. But if you wait, your eyes adjust. The room was always visible, your eyes just needed time. Dopamine detox works the same way. When stimulation reduces, the brain slowly regains sensitivity. Simple things begin to matter again. Silence stops feeling uncomfortable. Focus returns naturally. From the book Dopamine Nation, there's a line worth sharing. Pain is not the opposite of pleasure, it is part of the same balance. This doesn't mean suffering is good. It means avoiding all discomfort slowly disconnects us from meaning. Here's a gentle story. A person decides to sit quietly for 10 minutes without their phone. The first few minutes feel restless. Thoughts race. The urge to check something appears, but then something interesting happens. The mind settles, breathing becomes noticeable, ideas appear, awareness returns. That discomfort wasn't boredom, it was the nervous system recalibrating. This is why dopamine detox feels therapeutic to so many people, especially those healing or recovering. Not because it adds something new, but because it removes excess. A detox doesn't mean removing joy, it means replacing fast dopamine with slow dopamine. Fast dopamine gives reward first and emptiness later. Slow dopamine gives effort first and peace later. Reading a few pages, walking without noise, doing one task fully, letting the mind wander without stimulation. At first, the brain resists. That resistance is a sign of healing, not failure. There's a beautiful quote often shared. Boredom is not emptiness, it is the space where the mind heals. When noise reduces, clarity doesn't rush in loudly. It arrives quietly, and slowly motivation returns. Not forced, not hyped, but steady. You don't need a perfect detox. You don't need to quit everything. Even 1 hour a day of reduced stimulation changes the brain. One slow morning, one calm evening, one moment of presence. As another book reminds us, the mind is not tired, it is overfed. So if life feels dull or overwhelming lately, be kind to yourself. Your brain is asking for balance, not pressure. Reduce the noise, let simplicity work, and allow your natural clarity to return. Because peace is not created by doing more. It is revealed when we do less. Thanks for watching.